Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 22nd through the 28th. We're going to jump right on in, see what's coming up for Gemini's Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead, April 22nd through the 28th. We're coming out of this Libra full moon, which was a doozy for me, may have been a doozy for you as well. So we're going to see what is coming up, how things are going to be shifting. We've got planets in retrograde, all kinds of things going on. See what is coming up for the week ahead for Gemini. As always, guys, I always say I'm by no means an astrology expert. So if you have anything you want to add astrologically in the comments, please feel free to do so. Educate us, teach us. My understanding is limited of all of that. So we're going to look into energies because I know about energy. Here's your Monday, Tuesday. Here's your Wednesday, Thursday. Here's your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Gemini. So your Monday, Tuesday, you've got 8 of Wands, Gemini. You've got fast-moving energy, news coming in, some kind of communication, okay? For some of you, what happens to be jumping out at me this time around looking at this card, because I do read intuitively and I just will kind of focus in different factors of the card will jump out at me at different times, kind of guiding me towards what the information may be. So you all have some kind of communication coming in regarding hitting a mark or hitting a goal. That bow is really jumping out at me. So typically when I see 8 of Wands, it gives me a sense or a feeling that you're going to be receiving news. But this time around, Gemini, I feel you are the one delivering the news, because what is jumping out at me is that bow, right? And the person like arching, the archer, I guess, you know, pulling the bow back. You're about to you've set your sight on some kind of target, and you're going to be communicating and taking a step towards it. Okay, some of you are tired of waiting for closure around a situation, so you may be attempting to start the dialogue. Some of you need to set healthier boundaries, and you may be starting a conversation. Some of you are beginning to take steps forward in starting some kind of a business or requesting some kind of a promotion, but there's definitely something happen where you are speaking. Some of you, I feel for some of you Geminis, it's assertiveness, and it's about you. Some of you Geminis have felt like you've been in the back seat for a very long time. Okay, like people maybe saw you as like the cool fun friend, or the exciting person, or the life of the party, or you know, the sexy one, or the popular one, or the athletic one, or a funny one, or smart one, or whatever. But there was this certain kind of image that you were living within, and it did not allow you to really come into the role of leader or leadership. So some of you Geminis are busting out of some kind of a role where you're stepping into the driver's seat, you're stepping into being the spokesperson, you're stepping into taking leadership of a situation, okay? Some of you, it could be coming through by way of some kind of a relationship, but I am feeling there's a frustration behind it. It's kind of like, I'm tired of not being heard, and I'm going to be heard, and I'm going to be heard loud, and I'm going to be heard clearly without me losing my cool or losing my temper or feeling like I'm making a fool of myself. I'm in control of the situation. I've set my eyes on my goal or my target, and I'm reaching it. So there's a lot of confidence here with this energy, Gemini. Your Monday, Tuesday is 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles is enjoying the fruits of your labor, okay, and it's enjoying kind of coming into this energy of you know, taking some time for yourself and pampering yourself or treating yourself by giving yourself some kind of fun little treat or some kind of fun little reward for the hard work that you have been doing. Gemini, I'm feeling a sense of birth with this card intuitively. I'm feeling birth. I'm feeling new energy. So I feel some of you are becoming very creative about ways in which you are bringing in money. Some of you may be looking into things in terms of investments and making money on accounts and interests and all kinds of things. I don't know. I'm not the most financially savvy person. I wish I was, but I'm not. But some of you are looking into investments and accounts and things that pay back over time. And some of you are picking up an old idea, dusting it off, and mastering it. I feel some of you maybe had something you tried to put out there in terms of like a business or social media or a project or something, that it didn't quite make it off the ground. And the reason why it didn't make it off the ground in the past is you had your emotions and your ego getting in the way. Ego can be two extremes. It could be either not believing in yourself, feeling very like timid or shy, or like judging yourself to the point where you stifled yourself and you put it out before it could grow. And for other ones of you, it's more of an energy of where maybe ego was like you didn't really look at what you were putting out there because you're like, of course it's amazing because I did it, you know. Maybe not all of you, but some of you were in that energy, like of course everybody's gonna eat it up because it's so amazing. So maybe whatever you were doing in the past was not relatable. Okay, so with 9 of Pentacles, this is about finding the balance, and it's about taming the beast that held you back. So if it was the negative ego that was making you doubt yourself or giving up, you've tamed it so it can't like scare you into stagnation again. Or if it was the other sense of the ego where you were just kind of like, I'm amazing, you've tamed that to where maybe you're putting something out and you're able to connect and be more relatable. But there's this energy coming in where you're finding creative ways of making money, okay? And again, I'm not making this all about finances because obviously there's very many more important areas of life. But let's face it, we live on a planet where you need money to buy food, you need money for a place to live, you need money for clothes, right? So money is kind of unavoidable at this point in this stage of society, in this stage of where we are in life, okay, in this era. So it's going to come up in readings. Some people get like all offensive and they'll comment like, oh, you love money, blah, 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 blah. It's a part of life and people are often worried about money, right? So this is coming in as you're going to find more creative ways that feel better for you, or that you feel like you're getting your power back and making an income. For some of you, maybe you're not quitting your day job just yet, but this could be something where it's a bit of a confidence booster. It's giving you some time away from the regular hustle and bustle, and it's allowing you to do something fun or something kind for yourself, or put something away for your future in some way. But again, there's a sense of creation to me. So either you're reviving something, cleaning it up, fixing it up, and putting it out there again, or you're giving birth to some new idea, which is going to really bring you into a sense of confidence and independence. Okay, maybe for some of you it will be creative. Maybe it's not business right away. Maybe you're making things with your hands. Maybe you're painting. Maybe you're sculpting. Maybe you're singing. Maybe you're writing. Maybe you're making music. Whatever it may be. But there's a sense of independence and beauty and confidence that's coming in with it. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the Emperor, my darlings. This is a major arcana card. So this is going to come up when we're dealing with a major kind of shift in our energy, where there's a massive major moment of spiritual growth. Some of you are calling in a divine masculine, or some of you are stepping into the energy of being a divine masculine, and therefore you're calling in some very high level soulmate relationship. Now, I'm not focusing on love in the weekly readings. If you want more love info, you can definitely go on to the link in the description and watch the April love videos. I'm going to be finally catching up and doing the cross-watching videos. I plan to do them tonight, but my poor little camera keeps overheating, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully I can be on in the next few hours doing the April cross-watcher mid-month, as I planned on doing. But anyway, so some of you, this is going to apply in terms of your love life. This is going to apply in terms of a divine masculine meets divine feminine, or calling in the masculine energy, or stepping into the masculine energy, depending on how you identify. Overall, for me, the Emperor card is an energy, though, of, again, independence. independence. Some of you are finding a way out of codependency, or some of you are finding a way out of like this serial dating, okay? Some of you maybe have like gone through partners like people go through socks. Like you just may have been like just left and right, like done, next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. Some of you may be alternating 3 or 4 partners, or maybe you were going through people that were doing this to you and you were like, damn it, I just want to settle down. Why do I keep getting these players? Why do I keep getting these people who are going through partners like there's no tomorrow, like we're bubblegum, okay? Some of you either have been in that energy, or you've been ending up with people in this energy. The Emperor coming up is telling me there's coming into a time of balance where you're balancing out your need for companionship, your need for sex, your need for connection, along with your independence, and creating something for yourself, okay? To me, the Emperor is very stable. To me, the Emperor is somebody who knows who they are. They're not looking for approval. Their money is good. Their foundation is good. Their retirement is set. So they might be more interested in companionship versus like the traditional idea of marriage, where it's 2 people working together to build something. Emperor already built what Emperor wanted to build. Emperor is good. Emperor is set. Emperor just wants somebody to spend time with and to connect with and to have that companionship, but then also needs some time alone, okay? So it may not be like this really intertwined codependent relationship, or like a traditional relationship, albeit there could definitely still be commitment here, right? But it's a very independent person searching for another independent person, right? Whereas in previous relationships, maybe you've been the passenger and the other person's been the driver, or you've been the driver, other person's been the passenger, or maybe you've been in relationships where you guys are fighting over who gets to drive. Emperor type relationship is like 2 different cars, all right? You got your car, I got my car, I'll meet you there. I'll see you at 7, okay? I'll see you at whatever, you know, like there's an independence. You're still involved with one another, you're still connected, you're still making plans, but you're not tied together in like this 3-legged race kind of way. I hope that makes sense. That's what's happening for some of you. Other ones of you, you're just really building a very strong foundation for yourself. Some of you may be resolving something unresolved with like father issues, because the Emperor sometimes can be a father figure, or an opinionated person, or someone whose approval we're trying to gain. So some of you may be coming out of that as well. But again, different Geminis are going to be in different kind of energy, so it's going to apply for you all in different ways, and I try to kind of go over the different ways it may kind of evolve for you. Some of you are breaking out of a stigma from childhood in terms of what you should believe or what you should be. Some of you have been very down on yourself, or you've been like beating yourself up that in some way you're bad, or you're sinning, or you're unclean. And some of you are coming to a better idea of this, and like understanding being human, understanding I'm not going to sit here and say how you should feel. And I almost want to say understanding that it's okay. But then I feel like I'm telling you that, oh, you should, believe something different. And I don't want to do that. I will say this. A lot of you are coming into a new understanding of your beliefs, and you're coming into a new understanding of what maybe has been put in your head from childhood, and you're coming into a new understanding of spiritual connection and higher power, and you're coming more into self-love, okay? Less self-judgment and more self-love. I'll say that because I don't want to influence what anybody believes. All right, my dears. So you may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. Some weeks they'll just add little extra tidbits of information, which might be a little bit more like a personal reading. I'm more than happy to give you a personal reading, albeit there's going to be some changes. For the time being, I have the Calendly link in the description of the video. You can click on that and you can schedule a reading. People keep asking me where the prices are. If you click on the option, it'll open up the box and it'll show you the price. It's not going to bill you. It's not going to charge you. It can't do that without you putting in your PayPal info. But if you click on it, it'll show you the prices. I have readings starting at $20 and up. There's definitely affordable options. I have a few availabilities in mid-May, and then I'm going to be closing the calendar for 2 weeks just to kind of recuperate, to take a little bit of a break. And then when I come back, I'll be doing private readings again, but it's going to be less days a week. So the calendar may again fill up more quickly than it did in the past. But by doing this, it's going to allow me to finally, guys, I keep saying it, but it's going to give me the time to finally start making more spiritually based content, with like a little bit more DIY type stuff and a little bit more guidance with the intuitive process and, you know, connecting with spirits. I'm still going to do the weekly readings. I'll still do the monthly love readings, but I really want to get like meatier content out there, like something more meaty, something more fulfilling spiritually. And I also want to be able to focus more on my Patreon patrons because I appreciate their regular support. So I'll still be reading privately for you guys, but there's going to be some changes in availability. So I want to give you a heads up about that as well. I thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being a part of the social media and interacting with me there as well. And I'm wishing you a fabulous week, Gemini.